Us right now on the line is Marius Du Toit. Marius Du Toit is a criminal lawyer. Good morning, Marius. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you just shed some light onto what's happening in court this morning regarding all these interdicts in the battle for the release of the state capture report?
Well, I think the fact that the president brought an urgent application to say that they want to interdict the public protector has resulted in the public protector obviously weighing up her rights and coming to the conclusion that it's not in the interest of justice to go and fight this and perhaps concede that this report need not be released today. And I think maybe at the end of the day, if she didn't give them a proper opportunity to fully ventilate their response to the inquiry that she was holding, then of course it's in the interest of justice at the end of the day that they be given an opportunity. And if there's witnesses that must be questioned, then of course they must be given such an opportunity as well. So I think at the end of the day, if she concedes this, it means that she basically agrees that I've not given them enough time to respond, and hence I will now give them an opportunity. I will vacate my office, but my incumbent public protector will pursue this matter further.
Well, Marius, considering that more time is required for this report, I mean, if more witnesses are brought forward, if people are allowed to respond to accusations against them, does this then mean that the report that is signed and finalized today should be updated in light of new information, perhaps from the witnesses or responses from those that are actually being implicated?
Well, I think that any conclusions that she wanted to draw from the information she had thus far could obviously not be drawn based on the fact that she hasn't heard both sides of the story. So I think this is just basically her acknowledging that, listen, I'm giving them an opportunity to respond, and once they have an opportunity to respond, the new public protector will be able to consider if she still wants to draw those same inferences. For all that we know, after hearing the president's side of the story, they might come to a different conclusion and find there isn't any state capture or any influence whatsoever.
But Marius, it is said that there will be an order to preserve the current report as it is, and for this current report to be released at a later date, of course, once another order for it to be released is issued. What if the new public protector finds that there are some changes or adjustments to inferences that she would like to make? Would the original report be released in addition to the new report, or how does it actually work?
Well, that's a very good question. I think only the new public protector would really be in a position to respond. But if she disagrees with her predecessor's report, then of course she can bring out a report that says, I don't agree with that. I've come to a different conclusion. And then at the end of the day, the public protector's report is binding. But if the final report is a different conclusion from the interim report, then the final report will stand.
And do you think that the report actually will eventually be read out? I mean, do you think that the applications will be successful for the report to be read out after all the interdicts that will be coming through between today and Tuesday?
I think in some form or another, the final report might be made available. So the interim report might be made available. But I do believe that if the new public protector comes to a completely different inference or different conclusion, we might never see the full nature of this report, because that's what it is. It has been an interim report. And if the new public protector has a different take on it, then of course that should be the port of call.
But then some of the opposition parties have that concern that if the report is not read today, which it seems very unlikely, that they might actually never get to see this original report after Thuli Madonsela steps down. Is there a way that they can actually legally get access to it?
That might be a fear from all the opposition parties, but let's remember, the opposition parties voted for this new public protector. So how can they, in the same token, say that we do not support her fully? She must be given an opportunity to respond to it. And if she feels that she wants to draw a different inference, then she's entitled to. And then whoever is affected thereby can then exercise their rights.
Well, thank you very much. That's Marius Du Toit, a criminal lawyer, just shedding some light on his perspective on the report and whether or not it'll be released. Well, Peter joins us.